Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody can hear my voice and see the presentation on the screen. Can everybody hear my voice and see the presentation on the screen? Okay. So today we are going to take a look at a very commonly asked topic in the reasoning section of most entrance examinations, and a simple topic, and almost guaranteed that a couple of questions of this time is asked in the analytical reasoning section, and that is series, right? There are different types of series which are there, but there are only number series type questions which are usually asked in most of the entrance examinations. Of course, we'll be taking a look at both number series and letter series, but it is number series which we will be focusing on because this is the most common type of questions which are asked in the exams. So before I go into the theory, as is very common, I want to ask you, whenever you hear the word series, what exactly do you understand by that? What is meant by a series? Whenever you are presented with the word series, what do you think a series is? Connected elements in some manner. Okay, that's a pretty good definition, actually, Manushi. That's a pretty fine definition, actually. What about the others? I'm sure the word series we have heard, but what do you understand by this? Pranav says by solving series we get a missing things. So do you mean series are clues? Kunika says a continuous chain of elements. Orderly arrangement is what Varnika says. Okay, so I think even if you are not able to express it in words, you definitely have an understanding of what is meant by a series, right? And if I ask for examples of series, I'm sure you can give me many examples of series, right? The most common series that all of us are concerned about are television series or web series, right? So whenever we are watching a series, we start with season 1 episode 1, then season 1 episode 2, season 1 episode 3 till the end of that season, and then we start the second season and so on, right? So we do not watch it in random order. There is an order in which we always watch these things. So a series is nothing but a ordered set of things which are connected to each other by some logic. So the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they also are connected to each other. Every consecutive number is connected to the previous one. Or if I say January, February, March, April, you know these are the series of months, you know what comes next. Or simple letters of the English alphabet, we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you know what comes next. So a series is nothing but an ordered group of elements which are connected to each other by some logic. So as far as entrance exams are concerned, the most commonly asked type of series are number based series. So for example, if I give the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, we all know what comes next, right? Now, we also know what is the logic, right? You add 1, you get the next number. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So if I continue with the same logic, then the next few numbers in the series are obviously 5, 6, 7, and so on. Similarly, if I give the set of numbers 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, then it is pretty obvious that the next few numbers in the series are 35, 40, 45, and so on. And the logic is also pretty obvious. You add 5 to get the next number in the series. So whenever we play with numbers and form certain patterns in them, we get number series, right? So the most commonly asked type of question in series in entrance examination are the number series questions. Now, We could also have letters based series, the letters of the English alphabet. If I say A, B, C, D, E, we automatically know that the next one is F, G, H, I, and so on, because this is the way the letters are arranged in the English alphabet. Or if I give you A, C, E, G, I, then it is pretty obvious that A, I have skipped B, then C, skip D, E, skip F, G, skip H, then I. So skip J, K, L, M, and so on and so forth. And yet another type of series which is almost very rarely asked but still exists is different symbols based series, right? Supposing I give you these 5 as the first 5 elements, and then these are the 5 options. A, B, C, D, E are my 5 options. Then from A, B, C, D, and E, which is the one which will come after 5? After the 5th one in the given series, which of these 5 options will be my answer, right? If you take a look at it carefully, then in the box, what is happening? Left stroke, then right stroke, then left stroke, then right stroke, then left stroke. So obviously the next one is a right stroke. That means option E is my right answer, right? So even if you pay a little bit of attention here, it's just simple patterns that you have to follow. And such examples, although almost never asked, is a series which is based on symbols or diagrams. So today we are going to focus on number series, the series which is most commonly asked in our exams, right? Now, when we talk of number series, the first operation that we do with numbers is addition. We add numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is nothing but a simple plus 1 series, right? For every number in the series n, you add 1, you will get the next number. So 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 1 3, plus 1 gives me 4, then 5, then 6. So obviously the next few numbers will be 7, 8, and 9. I'm adding the same number again and again to form the next number of the series, or something like this, right? It's a simple plus 2 series. So 2 plus 2, 4, plus 2, 6, then 8, then 10, then 12, then 14, then 16, and so on, right? Now this is nothing but a plus 3 series. 3 plus 3, 6, plus 3, 9, then 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and so on. So the examples that we saw till now, we added the same number to the number in the series to get the next element. Now, addition based series can also have a slight twist in them. For example, if I give you the series 7, 8, 10, 13, 17, 22, and 28, what will be the next 3 numbers in this series? Can you identify the logic and tell me what will be the next 3 numbers in this series? Man, you need to check your options. You need to check one of your numbers. In fact, you need to check both the numbers. Yes, others are getting it right. See, pretty simple. It is addition, but how are we adding numbers? First I added 1 and I got 8. Then add 2, you get 10. Plus 3 is 13. Plus 4 is 17. Plus 5 is 22. Plus 6 is 28. So for the next number, I add 7, 8, and 9. So 28 plus 7 gives me 35. 35 plus 8 gives me 43. And 43 plus 9 gives me 52. So I'm increasing the number by 1 and adding it to the number in the series to get the next one, right? It's pretty easy to spot this one. Even if such an example is given, it is pretty easy to spot that this is addition of consecutive numbers to get the next one in the series. Now, if I have an example like 4, 5, 9, 14, 23, 37, and 60, then what should be the next two numbers in this particular series? What will be the next two numbers in this particular series? Yes, Manushi, that's right. But two numbers. I need the next two numbers. That's correct. Okay, now others are also getting it. Pretty good, pretty good. So guys, I think by observation, we can find out that 4 plus 5 is 9, 5 plus 9 is 14, 9 plus 14 is 23, 14 plus 23 is 37, 23 plus 37 is 60. I'm adding the first two numbers to get the third one. So by the same logic, 37 plus 60 gives me my next number, that is 97, and 60 plus 97 gives me my next one, which is 157. So 97 and 157 are the two numbers that we want to fill in the blanks. Think everybody got this one? Right? This is also an addition series, but instead of adding numbers from outside, we are adding the numbers in the series themselves to get the next one. So the first two numbers are independent, then we keep on adding them to get the next two numbers in the series. Did everybody understand the logic of this particular example? Okay. Now, what about a series like this? 7, 8, 11, 12, 15, 16, 19. What will be the next two numbers for this particular series? Manushi, check once. Malay, check it. Okay. So if you observe carefully, then 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 plus 3 is 11. Again plus 1 is 12. Plus 3 is 15. Plus 1 is 16. Plus 3 is 19. So plus 1 and plus 3 alternatively. So again plus 1 gives me 20, and then again plus 3 gives me 23. So 20 and 23 are the two numbers which I am looking for to fill the blank. Right? Kushi? Did you get that? Fine. Right? So guys, till now we have been seeing the first kind of example, which is addition series. Right? Now remember, subtraction is also the same as addition of a negative number. Instead of saying 20 minus 10, I can say 20 plus minus 10. So even if I have a decreasing series, like let us say 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, even this is technically an addition series. I'm adding minus 2 to each number, right? So both addition and subtraction, we will consider them as a single type of series, that is addition series, right? If the series is increasing in value, it is addition. If the series is decreasing in value, then that is subtraction, which is nothing but addition of the negative number. Now, the second kind of mathematical operation that we can do with numbers after addition subtraction is multiplication of numbers. So, based on multiplication, let me give you a series. If I say 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 and 64, you will quickly observe that 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, 4 multiplied by 2 is 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 multiplied by 2 is 64. So I am multiplying it with the same number again and again, right? I'm multiplying it by 2 every time. So the next three numbers I will get are 128, 256 and 512. Right? Now, before I move further with this, I want to make an observation. Supposing I started with the number 2 and I tried to create an addition series of plus 2, my numbers would have been 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 and so on. But starting with 2, if I multiply it with 2, then see how the numbers grow. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, then 64, then 128, then 256 and so on. So, when addition happens, the size of the number, it changes gradually, right? From 2, we have reached only till 16 in so many steps. But when you multiply by a number, the value of the number changes very drastically. Where in addition 2 became 16, in the same number of steps, 2 can become 256, after which it becomes 512, then 1024. See, so if the size of the number is changing very rapidly, then you should be looking at multiplication as a logic. If the size of the number is changing slowly, you try to check whether it is addition or not. But if the size of the number is jumping very drastically, then you have to check whether it is multiplication or not. Did you understand this basic difference? Slow increase in size can mean addition. A rapid increase in size can mean multiplication. So, let's take a look at another simple series. 1, 3, 9, 27, 81. Right? This is again simple multiplication by 3. 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. 27 3s are 81. So 81 3s are 243. 243 multiplied by 3 is 729. So this is also a simple multiplication series where in a few steps we are quickly reach the value of close to 700. Now, if I give you numbers like 3, 3, 6, 18, 72 and 360, can you tell me what will be the next two numbers in this series? If you identify the logic behind these numbers, you should be able to tell me what will be the next two numbers in this particular series. Okay, so because we know that the numbers are suddenly increasing, we need to check for multiplication. So 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. 3 2s are 6. 6 3s are 18. 18 4s are 72. 72 multiplied by 5 is 360. So 360 multiplied by 6 gives me my next number, 2160. And if I multiply 2160 by 7, then I get my next number, 15120. So I'm multiplying by numbers which are increasing steadily by 1. That gives me my next number in the series, right? And because, why did I check for multiplication? Because from 3 I quickly jumped to almost 300 in just some 4 to 5 steps. So when the size of the number, initially it is in single digits, then from 18 it jumps to 70s, then 300s. So whenever there is any rapid change in the size of the number like this, then obviously the thing that we are looking for is multiplication. Moving on to the next one. If I give 2, 4, 12, 24, 72 and 144, what are the next two numbers that we are looking for? What are the next two numbers that we are looking for in this particular series? Okay, so again it is definitely a multiplication series. So 2 multiplied by 2, 4. 4 threes are 12. 12 twos are 24. 24 threes are 72. 72 twos are 144. So 144 multiplied by 3 will give me my next number. So 144 multiplied by 3 gives me my next number, which is 432. Then again I multiplied by 2. I get my next number 864. So 432 and 864, the next two numbers that we are looking for. Right? So alternatively, we are multiplying by 2 and 3. Alternatively, we are multiplying by 2 and 3. 2, 3, 2, 3 and so on. So the next two numbers that we are looking for to fill in the blanks are 432 and 864. Now, tell me, just like addition and subtraction were the opposites of each other, similarly, multiplication has its opposite or reverse in division. So instead of dividing by 2, I can always say it is multiplied by half. So if a series is given like 400, 200, 100, 50 and 25, this is nothing but 400 divided by 2 is 200, divided by 2 100, then 50, then 25 divided by 2 will give me 12.5, and 12.5 divided by 2 will finally give me 6.25. So the two numbers that we are looking for are 12.5 and 6.25. Right? So if the numbers are increasing suddenly, look for multiplication. If the numbers are decreasing suddenly, then it is the reverse of multiplication. That means it is division. Did you get this one? Multiplication and division. Okay. Now, we have seen addition subtraction as the first set of operations. We have seen multiplication division as yet another set of operations. Now, we can have mixed series. For example, if I give the series 2, 4, 8, 10, 20, 22, 44 and 46, what should be the next two numbers in this particular series? Manushi, check your calculations. Right? So, 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. Multiplied by 2 is 20. Plus 2 is 22. Multiplied by 2 is 44. Plus 2 gives me 46. So again I multiplied by 2. I get 92. Again I add 2. I will get 94. So 92 and 94 are the two numbers that we are looking for. Right? Manushi, again, either a calculation error or just hasty typing. Be careful. Right? हाँ, आराम से कोई जल्दी नहीं है, आराम से. There's no prize for typing it 5 seconds quicker, right? But you will get a mark if you correctly type it. So don't be, even in exam, don't make the same mistake. Lot of students in their haste will solve it correctly but end up clicking or marking the wrong answer. And सारी मेहनत पानी में. Right? So never be hasty in marking your answers. Take a couple of seconds, confirm that what you're writing is correct, and only then put it forth. Right? Chal. If I give you a series 2, 3, 6, 9, 36, 41, 256, what exactly are the next two numbers that I'm looking for? What are the next two numbers that we are looking for here? Yes, Param. Correct, Aksa. That's right, Rehani. But two numbers. I need two numbers. Pranav, check karo ek bar. Man, that's right. Okay. So here 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 multiplied by 2, 6 plus 3, 9 multiplied by 4, 36 plus 5, 41 multiplied by 6. So plus multiplication, plus multiplication, plus multiplication. So plus multiplication. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 and 8. 246 plus 7 is 253. 253 multiplied by 8 is 2024. So 253 and 2024 are the two numbers that we are looking for. Pranav, Kunika, did you get it? Calculation mein, you have to be careful. And you have to be careful in examining the numbers. Khushi, see, there is no fixed rule that addition or multiplication will always be in series like 1, 2, 3. Right? It could be multiplied by 2, plus 2 multiplied by 4, plus 6 multiplied by 8. It could be anything. Right? But of course, they will not give you two complicated numbers. But you have to check. I'm only started explaining different types of series. There are many other things possible. We'll take a look at them also. Right? So you have to think. They won't give you very simple examples, but they won't be complicated as well. Chalo. Now, we have seen things based on addition, subtraction, and multiplication, division. The next type of series is something which I like to call as a grouped series. Now, supposing you are given a large set of numbers, right? Almost 8 to 10 numbers. And what you see is that sometimes the numbers are increasing, sometimes the numbers are decreasing, sometimes the same numbers are there. It doesn't seem to make any sense. So whenever you think that there are too many numbers given, what you should try to do is try to split them into groups of 3 numbers. Once you split them into groups of 3 numbers, if you compare the groups now, then the first number in every group is 2, 3, 4 and 5. The last number in every group is 3, 4, 5. So here it should be 6. And if you take a look at the middle number in every group, then 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. 4 multiplied by 5 is 20. So 5 multiplied by 6 will give me my middle number, 30. So when you split the number into groups of 3, then you can compare the first number of every group, the second number of every group, the third number of every group, and you will get the series. Did everybody understand it? Now the hint to identify whether I should put them into groups or not is when at least 8 to 10 numbers are given. If you recall all the examples that we did so far, then the examples only had 5 or 6 numbers at the most, after which you had to just identify. But here at least 8 to 10 numbers are given. So when lot many numbers are given and you don't seem to see a consistent pattern, then one thing you can try to identify is whether they can be split into groups, and normally into groups of 3. Did you get that so far? Okay. Try this one then. Try this particular example. Good. Many people are getting it so far. Very good. So here we know that this is a group series. So we divide it into groups of 3 and check. So 4 and 6. 6 के बाद 7 and 9. Then 10 and 12. Right. So 13 and one more space. If it were here, it would have been 15. 4 plus 6 is 10. 7 plus 9 is 16. 10 plus 12 is 22. So 13 plus 15 will give me my middle number, and that is 28. So 13 and 28 are the two numbers that we are looking for. Khushi, hope you got it. It's 13 and 28. Okay. Right? Chalo. Now in mathematics, other than simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, we have various other ways in which numbers are classified, right? Various other properties of numbers by which they can be put in sequences. So these are all random miscellaneous things. For example, if I give you a series 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29 and 31, what should be the next two numbers in this series? Yes, Manushi. So what should be the next two numbers? Pranav, are you sure? Param, are you sure? Which are they, Soham? Dhanil, are you sure? Okay. The first thing that you will be tempted to do is check whether it's an addition series. So here there's a difference of 4, then 2, then 4, then 2, then again 4. By now you will be happy. Arey, ye to addition series hai. But then you take a look at the next two numbers. Here it suddenly becomes a difference of 6, and then this is a difference of 2. 4, 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 2. This is not a regular pattern. Right? This is not a regular pattern, because if it was 4 2 4 2, then this number should have been 2. That means this number should have been 25. But that is not the case. So obviously it is not an addition series. And I have already said that it is a miscellaneous one. It is different from the previous one. If you pay close attention, then all these numbers are prime numbers. What are prime numbers? Numbers which cannot be divided by any number other than 1 or itself, right? No number other than 1 or itself can divide a prime. So 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31 are all consecutive prime numbers. So the next two prime numbers after 31. After 31, the first prime is 37, and after 37 we get 41. So 37 and 41 are the two numbers that we are looking for. Did everybody understand it now? It's nothing but all the consecutive prime numbers. Consecutive prime numbers. Okay. Moving on. What about this series? What should be the next two numbers here? 49, 64, 81, 100, 121. What should be the next two numbers in this series? This is pretty simple. 7 square is 49, 64 is 8 square, 81 is 9 square, 100 is 10 square, and 121 is 11 square. So the next two numbers are the squares of 12 and 13, which is nothing but 144 and 169. 144 and 169. Shubham, 196 is the square of 14. We need the squares of 12 and 13. So 144 and 169. Similarly, if I get 512, 729, 1000, 1331, then what should be the next number in this series? Again, if you are well versed with cubes, 512 is 8 cube, 729 is 9 cube, this is 10 cube, cube of 11. So the next numbers are the cubes of 12 and 13. The cube of 12 is 1728 and the cube of 13 is 2197. So 1728 and 2197 are the two numbers that we are looking for. Which means if you are comfortable remembering the values of perfect squares up to, let's say, 20 or 30, and if you can remember the value of cubes, perfect cubes, till at least 20, then such examples will be very easy. The moment you look at these examples, it will immediately strike you that they are nothing but perfect squares and perfect cubes. Now, let me give you a series: 4, 5, 6, 10, 18, 27 and 54. What should be the next two numbers in this particular series? What should be the next two numbers in this particular series? Okay, I missed a question. Rihani has asked, in a grouped series, will they be in groups of 3 or can it be 2 or 4? Rihani, if they are in groups of 2, they are simply alternate numbers. And till now, I haven't seen groupings of 4 because they will have to give you too many numbers for that. It's not impossible, but in exams, normally they give groupings of 3. A grouping of 2 is simply an alternate series. Right, guys, what about this series? 4, 5, 6, 10, 18, 27, 54. Think about it. Ha, Rishikesh, don't give up so fast. Think. What is the first thing that you will generally check? Yes, Shubham. How did you get that, Khushbu? It's not correct, by the way. Not exactly, Pranav. How did you get that? Those are not the numbers, by the way. Those are not the answers. Do you want a hint to solve this, guys? Okay. I would say this is sort of addition. There is the logic, the basic logic is indeed addition. Nothing more than that. It's an addition series. It's an addition series. Ah, Man got it. Very good. What about the others? Okay. See, I said it's addition. So in addition, what do? We check what is the difference between the numbers. So between 4 and 5, the difference is 1. Between 5 and 6, the difference is 1. Between 6 and 10, it is 4. Between 10 and 18, it is 8. Between 18 and 27, the difference is 9. Between 27 and 54, the difference is 27. Yes, Manushi, that's right. But did the others see any pattern here? 1, 1, 4, 8, 9, 27. Or rather, if I mark the numbers like this, now can you see any pattern? What if I write it at 1 square and 1 cube, 2 square and 2 cube, 3 square and 3 cube? So the next difference should be 4 square, that means 16, and the next difference should be 4 cube, that is 64, giving me 134. So 70 and 134 are the two numbers that we are looking at. The differences where the squares and cubes of numbers. First you add 1 square, then you add 1 cube. You add 2 square, then you add 2 cube. Then 3 square, 3 cube. 4 square, 4 cube, and so on. Did everybody understand this? Very typical series. Such series may not be asked much. But if it is asked, now you know. Whenever you look at it, whenever you look at numbers like 1, 4, 8, 9, 27, 16, you should think of squares and cube values. Right? Okay. Now, so remember, the series questions, it can be anywhere between 1 to 3 questions in an exam. Generally, you will not get more than 3 questions. Right? Unless, of course, they decide to put too many questions of the same type. 1 to 3 questions of series are asked, and usually they are easy, right? Within 20 seconds, usually most students get it. With adequate practice, this is again one of those most scoring type of questions in the exam. Right? So let's recap. We saw addition and subtraction, multiplication and division. A series could be mixed or grouped, and finally things like primes, squares, and cubes can also be used to create series. So now I'm going to keep putting examples on the screen. These are 5 examples. I'll give you a couple of minutes. Let's see how quickly you can solve them, right? I'll number these. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How quickly can you answer these questions? I'll bring the questions back, don't worry. Where are we at? Yes, Param, all five. All five are right. Are we getting it, guys? Yes, Nilay. Okay, Rishikesh, I'll solve them. But there are many, many numbers in them. So, what is the logic that you should be thinking? When many numbers are given and the numbers are going up and down, what is the logic that you should be thinking? Okay, so the first one, 4 plus 7 is 11, 7 plus 11 is 18, 11 plus 18, 29, 18 plus 29 is 47. So 29 plus 47 gives me 76. And I can check 47 plus 76 will give me 123. So by continuing the logic of the series, I can also check whether my answer is right or not. Right? 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 8 is 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 12 is 42. Right? You are adding with 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and so on. So the second number that we are looking for is 30. Now, lot many numbers are going up and down. So I divide them into groups of 3 and check. 17 plus 7 is 24. 19 plus 9 is 28. And 27 plus 10 is 37. So here x plus 8 gives me 31. So if I calculate it, the value that I'm looking for is 23. Next one, again values are up and down, so groups of 3 and check. First one has a blank, so I have to check from the second onwards. 9 12s are 108. 7 multiplied by 19, 133. 12 multiplied by 6 is 72. So 6 multiplied by what number gives me 126? Divide 126 by 6 and you will get 21. Right? So the first number multiplied by the third number is the middle one. 6 multiplied by 21 is 126. Next one is pretty simple. Every number is becoming double. So simply I'm looking for 4. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128 and 256. Did everybody understand these 5 examples? I hope everybody understood these 5 examples. Which one? Man is asking in third, can't we take the difference of first and last number to get the middle number? Man, if A plus B gives me C, first and second का add करके C, then C minus A will be equal to B, right? इन दोनों को add करके ये लेके आओ, या इसमें से ये subtract करो ये आओ. Mathematically it is the same thing. Man, फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड नंबर को ऐड करके थर्ड नंबर, या थर्ड में से सेकेंड को सब्ट्रैक्ट करके फर्स्ट नंबर, मैथमेटिकली सेम ही चीज है ना. आप जो कह रहे हो दैट इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई हैव डन. मैंने लेफ्ट हैंड साइड से सॉल्व किया, आपने राइट हैंड साइड से सॉल्व किया. 3 माइन सी इफ so that's exactly I did first plus second is third, right? You are doing C minus A, ये को इस साइड लेके गए आप, वही तो चीज है. Mathematically is the same thing, right? Right. Ultimately, the answer should be right. That's what matters. Chalo. The next set of numbers I'm putting up. Again, let's see how quickly we can get them. So my numbers are this. Guys, when you're putting up a number, I don't know which example you're answering. So it would be better if you put the question number and the answer that you're giving. If you just put the answer, I don't know which question you're answering. Okay. Where are we, guys? Are we done with the 5 of them? Not very difficult, I guess. Okay. First one, if I just take a look at the numbers alternately 45, 47, 49, 51, 53, right? Difference of 2, then 54, something, 56, and 57. So obviously, the first number that I am searching for is 55, right? Alternately, the numbers are given. Similarly, 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15, right? Multiplication table of 3, difference of 3, and the remaining numbers 128 divided by 2 is 64, divided by 2 will give me 32, divided by 2 is 16, divided by 2 is 8. So again, two alternate series which are given. The second number which I am looking for is 32. Next one, the differences here: 5 plus 2, 7 plus 4, 11 plus 8, 19 plus 16, 35 plus 32. So the next number which I am looking for is 67 plus 64, which is equal to 131. And again, if I add 128, I'll get 259. So 131 is the next number which we are looking for. Here, 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Multiplied by 3 is 18. So 18 divided by 2 is 9. Again multiplied by 3 gives you 27. So the number I'm looking for is 9. The last number of this series, 16 plus 6 gives me 22. Plus 12 gives me 34. Plus 24 gives me 58. Plus 48 gives me 106, right? I'm doubling the number which I'm adding. So add 96 to it, right? Will give me 202. And the next number, you add 198, 192. You will get the next number 394. So the last number that we are looking for is 202. Did you get these 5 examples, guys? Any trouble in any one of these 5 examples? What if we do grouping in fourth one? फोर्थ वन में ग्रुपिंग अगर करोगे तो सी आदर एक ही तो ग्रुप बनेगा, उसके बाद तो कोई ग्रुप ही नहीं बनता. एटलीस्ट यू शुड हैव 2 और 3 ग्रुप्स गिवन, तो उसमें पैटर्न दिखेगा. इसमें ग्रुप ही नहीं बनेगा फोर्थ एग्जांपल में. हाउ डू वी डू इट? सो हम 2 2 का करोगे तो चलेगा. 8 4 12 6 तो 18 9. लॉजिक तो वही रहेगा, राइट? हाँ, वो तो ठीक है. Yes? Got it? 16 plus 16 minus 10. Pranav, which one? The fifth one. Yeah. Double minus 10 is also fine. Double minus 10 is also fine, Pranav. Pranav is giving the logic in the fifth one that each number is multiplied by 2 and then 10 is subtracted. If you take a look at it, 16 में I am adding 16 minus 10, 22 में 22 minus 10, 34 में 34 minus 10. So either way it will work. Even that way it will work. ठीक है? That's right, Pranav. Soham, did you get it? Did everybody get these 5 examples? Okay. Chalo then. Moving on to the next set of questions. Shubham, check the first one. Where are we? Not very difficult, guys. Soham, 4 from 1, I didn't get it. Which one? What do you mean by 4 from 1? I didn't understand your question. Soham, I didn't understand. What do you mean by can we get the answer to 4 from 1? I didn't understand the question that you're asking. Pattern of first 2, 3, 5. Okay. Pattern of 4. Ah, great observation. Lovely observation. Excellent observation, Soham. Okay, so the first one can be done in two ways actually. Either you look at the differences 2 plus 1, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 4, 9 plus 8, 17 plus 16. So 33 plus 32 gives me my next number, which is equal to 55, right? So the next number, sorry, yeah, plus 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16. So plus 32 gives me my number 55. 65. Or you can say that it is multiplied by 2. The number is multiplied by 2 and then 1 is subtracted from it. 2 twos are 4, minus 1 is 3. 3 twos are 6, minus 1 is 5. 5 twos are 10, minus 1 is 9. 9 twos are 18, minus 1 is 17. 17 twos are 34, minus 1 is 33. 33 twos are 66, minus 1 is 65. So either the differences or a multiplication subtraction series. In either way, you will get the answer to this series is definitely 65. Right? The next one, if you divided it in groups of 3, the first number is 2, 3 and 4. Second numbers are 9, 8, so this can be 7, and 23 plus 2 25 plus 2 27. So simply groupings mein you will get the number 7 as your answer. 121 minus 9 is 112. Then subtract some number to get the answer. Subtract some number to get 97. 97 minus 6 is 91. 91 minus 5 is 86. So minus 9, minus 6, minus 5. So if I put minus 8 and minus 7 and check. So 112 minus 8 is 104. 104 minus 7 is 97. So you just are subtracting consecutive numbers in decreasing order. Minus 9, minus 8, minus 7, minus 6 and so on. Here, fourth one, the differences are plus 3, plus 6. The next one is plus 12. So double, that means plus 24. 27 plus 24 will give me my next number 51. Then 48, you get 99. And Soham very, very interestingly, he pointed it out that the first and the fourth series are actually the same series. The fourth series, you multiply the first series by 3, you will get the fourth series. 2 3s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 5 3s are 15, 9 3s are 27. So 17 3s are 51. He very interestingly pointed out that the first and the fourth series are actually the same series. Good. Next one, 4 plus 3, 7 plus 5, 12 plus something, something plus something is 28, and 28 plus 11. So 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. So 12 plus 7 is 19, 19 plus 9 is 28 and so on. So these are the 5 answers that we are looking for. Did you understand this one? Did you get all 5 of this? Ask me if there is confusion in any one of them. Fourth one, okay, month. Fourth one, just take a look at the differences. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 12 is 27. So जो डिफरेंस है वो डबल होते जा रहा है. 3 प्लस 3 का डबल 6, 6 का डबल 12. सो 12 का डबल 24 ऐड करो तो 51 आ जाएगा. एंड चेक करने के लिए 24 का डबल 48 ऐड करोगे 51 में तो 99 आ जाएगा. सो दैट्स द सीरीज. गॉट इट? आई होप. ओके, moving on to the next set of examples. These are the 5 examples. Let's see how quickly we get them. Manushi, check this answer, first one. Okay. The first couple of examples are the last illustration which I did, a typical illustration where we took so much of time, right? Take a look at the differences. The difference is 1 and 1. The difference is 9 and 27. So guys, remember squares and cubes wala? 1 square, 1 cube. So the difference here 2 square, that is 4. So 77. And then the next difference 2 cube, that is 8. So squares and cubes wala hai, right? You are subtracting squares and cubes alternatively. Similarly, next one, plus 1 minus 1, plus 4 minus 8. So the next one should be plus 9 and minus 27. Again squares and cubes. So this makes it 82. And 82 minus 27 gives me 55. Right? The other three are simple. This is plus 1, plus 2, plus 4, plus 8. So the next is plus 16, which makes this option 37. In next alternate numbers 5 something, 7 and 8, and 7, 9, 11, 13. So obviously this should be 6. Last one, plus 4, plus 4, plus 12, plus 12. Next is plus 36. So again we add 36. We get 108 as the answer to the last one. Any confusions in any of the 5? One and two. प्रणव, सबका डिफरेंस, सब नंबर्स के बीच में डिफरेंस जो है वो चेक करो. 1 स्क्वायर 1 क्यूब, नेक्स्ट 2 स्क्वायर 2 क्यूब, 3 स्क्वायर 3 क्यूब, राइट? द डिफरेंसेस आर 1 1 4 8 9 6 9 27 and so on. Both 1 and 2 have the same logic. सबके consecutive नंबर के डिफरेंसेस अगर ध्यान से देखोगे तो 1 स्क्वायर 1 क्यूब, 2 स्क्वायर फिर 2 क्यूब, 3 स्क्वायर 3 क्यूब, वैसे उन सबके डिफरेंसेस हैं. Did you understand it? Okay. Any confusions in any of the examples here so far? Nope. Chalo. Next set then. Fine. Now a very interesting kind of question is when you're asked to find the wrong number in a particular series, right? You are given a series of numbers. Let's say 3, 5, 12, 39, 154, 7, 7, 2, 4, 6, 3, 4 and so on. Now from all the numbers which are given here, one of the numbers is wrong. So you have to identify how is one of the numbers wrong, which number is wrong. So let's take a look at the first one. Obviously when the numbers become so big like this, there is some multiplication going on. So 3 and 5, can I say 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5? Okay. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10 plus 2 will give me 12. 12 multiplied by 3 is 36. If I add 2, technically this should be 38. Let's check. 38 if I multiplied by 4, right? If I multiply 38 by 4, then I get 152, and 152 plus 2 is 154. Multiplied by 5 plus 2 is 772. Multiplied by 6 plus 2 is 4634. That means this particular number should have been 38. So my answer is the incorrect number is 39, because logically that place should be filled by 38. This type of example is very rarely asked. Normally in number series they only ask you the missing number type of questions. But we will solve a few examples of this type so that if suddenly some exam asks you, then you should not get lost. So did you understand? Right? You have to carefully look at the numbers. Try to identify one of the numbers is not following the pattern. चलो, let me give you another example. I'll give you about a minute to think about this, and then we will see what should be the answer. Are you getting the example? 376, 188, 88, 40, 16, 4, minus 2 wala. That's correct, Param. Yes, Pranav. Chalo. If I take a look at it, the numbers are roughly getting divided by 2. Adha ho raha hai. So let's check whether divide by 2 works. 376 divided by 2. 376 divided by 2 is definitely 188. But 188 divided by 2 is actually 94. Right? 188 divided by 2 is 94. जबकि ये 88 है. तो यहाँ पे कुछ लोचा है. 88 को 2 से डिवाइड करूंगा तो 44 आएगा, बट 40 आ रहा है. 40 को 2 से डिवाइड करूंगा तो 20 आएगा, लेकिन 16 आ रहा है. 20 को 2 से डिवाइड करूंगा, 16 को 2 से डिवाइड करेंगे तो 8, बट दिस इज 4. 8 divided by 4 is 8 divided by 2 is 4, but minus 2. Now look here, guys. In the last few numbers, consistently the value is 4 less than half of the previous number. So just divided by 2 might not be correct. So if I say divided by 2 minus 4, which is consistently present in all the 4 remaining numbers, then let us see if the numbers work out. So 376 divided by 2 is 188. After dividing it by 2, if I subtract 4, then I will get 184 here. 184 divided by 2 is 92. 92 minus 4 is 88. 88 divided by 2 is 44. Minus 4 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Minus 4 is 16. And that consistently works till the end. So technically 188 is your wrong answer. 184 should be in its place. Right? The last few numbers give you the clear indication that it is half and then minus 4. Or if you take a look in reverse, then obviously double plus 8 or whatever. Yeah. Left to right ka reverse. See, subtraction of 4 from left to right will be addition of 4 from right to left. Dividing from left to right will be multiplication from right to left. So either way you can work it out, not a problem. If left to right you are not getting the solution, start it in reverse. Then you might get the answer. Okay? Chalo. Take a look at this third question. Tell me, what do you think is the wrong number in this series? That's correct, Param. Uh, Soham, sort of. The logic is different. Your answer is correct, but the logic is somewhat different. Will you be able to give me the right number in its place, Soham? So here, if I take a look at the differences are 144, which is nothing but 12 square, then 100, which is 10 square, then 64, which is 8 square. So if the differences are 12 square, 20 square, 8 square, the next difference should have been 6 square, that is 36. So this number should have been 100. Then we subtract 4 square, which is 16. You automatically get 84. Then you subtract 2 square, which is 4. You get 80. So if 87 is replaced by 100, then it becomes a perfect thing. Right, Soham? Did you understand the exact logic now? Your logic gives you the answer, but not the replacement. Right? So these are some examples of finding out the incorrect number in the given series. Now, you can have a different sort of example where in the question you are given a set of numbers, and in the 5 sets of numbers, 4 of them follow some pattern, but the 5th number is different, and you have to identify which set of numbers is different. For example, there are 5 sets of numbers given: 3, 58 and 7, 1, 10 and 3, 2, 20 and 4, 5, 51 and 6, 8, 145 and 9. You have to identify what is the connection between these numbers, and one of these 5 sets is not following that pattern. So which one of these number groups does not follow that pattern? Correct, Param. The middle number is somewhat connected to the first and the third number. You have to identify how is the middle number connected to the first and the third number in each set, in each group. Alaukika, correct. Khushi, yes. So here, the first one, if you take 3 square plus 7 square, that is 9 and 49, and you add them, you will get 58. Similarly, 1 square plus 3 square is 1 plus 9, that is 10. 2 square plus 4 square is 4 plus 16, which is 20. And 8 square plus 9 square is 64 plus 81, which is 145. But 5 square plus 6 square should be 25 plus 36, which should be equal to 61, not 51. So D is the odd man out. D is the odd man out. Kunika, did you understand why D is the odd man out? Okay. So tell me the logic for the next one. Which one is the odd man out? See, technically speaking, 36, 49, 225, 121, they are all perfect squares. And 36 is nothing but 4 plus 2 ka square. 6 plus 5, 11 square is 121. 3 plus 4, 7 square is 49. And 7 plus 8, 15 square is 225. But in B, 10 plus 1 should be 11 square, which should be equal to 121, not 102. So option B is the odd man out in this particular case. It should be 121, 10 plus 1, 11 square, 121. Man, it should be 121, not 100. Not 100. Do you get that? Yeah. So this is also a very rarely asked type of question, but the patterns will be easy to spot. Right? Any doubts so far? Any questions? Any doubts so far? No? Okay. Now, we will quickly also take a look at letter based series, which are very simple compared to the number series. Right? In letter series, the only thing you can do is try to identify patterns. Like in the first one, if you take a look at it, then A, D, G, J, M. What will come next? So after A, B and C are skipped, then D, E, F, then G, H, I, then J, K, L, then M. So skip N and O, put P, skip Q and R and put S. So the first two letters that we are looking for are P and S. All you need to know to be able to solve is ABCD. If you know ABCD, letter series are the easiest ones to solve. Can you tell me the answer to the second one now? What should be the answer to the second one? Right? Alternate. So A, B, C. This one is D. Remaining letters Z, Y, X. That means in reverse. So the next one is W. So D and W. What about the third one? What about the third one? See, just write down what are the missing letters, you will identify the series. After B, immediately C, then D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. So 0 letters missing, 1 letter, 2 and 3. So after L, M, N, O, P, Q, then R, S, T, U, V and W. That's it. The number of letters which are being skipped in between increase by 1 in every step. First of all, no letter is missing, then 1 letter, then 2, then 3, then 4 and so on. Did you get the third example, guys? Okay. The last one, typical. For such, when the same four letters are given, what you do is first you calculate how many total letters including spaces are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There are 16 letters including the blank spaces. So 16 is a multiple of 4. So I will divide them into groups of 4 and the pattern becomes obvious, right? If there are 16, then they can be put into groups of 4 and now the pattern is obvious: A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So we are looking at C, D, B and B. If let us say 15 letters were given, then divide them into groups of 3 or groups of 5. If 18 letters are given, then divide them into groups of 3 or groups of 6. So any factor you can divide them into and check. The pattern will automatically become obvious. Did you understand it? Letter series. So practically these are the only kind of examples which can come in letter series. Extremely simple, because in letters you can only add or subtract. You can't multiply, divide, prime, square, cube or do any of the mathematical stuff. So letter series are rarer, but if asked, extremely simple to solve. So now let's take few examples of number series. Let's see how quickly you get them, right? Let's do a few more practice examples for the day. Take a look at this one and tell me what comes next. What is missing? Right. So 8, 43, 11. Right. So if I alternately take a look at the numbers, then 8 plus 3, 11, plus 3 is 14 and plus 3 is 19. Plus 3 is 17. Similarly, the remaining numbers 43 minus 2 is 41 and 41 minus 2 is 39. So alternatively take a look at the numbers and you get the series. I think this was easy. Many of you got it right. Right? Man asking whether they are asked in IPM Rohtak. Yes. Analytical reasoning, very commonly asked questions. Yes. Good chance that you might get this question in the reasoning section. Chalo. Next one. This is slightly different from what we had done, but easy one. It's not difficult to understand these type of questions. So here, simple. The number 21 is actually a placeholder. Every alternate number is 21, right? So just take a look at the remaining 9, 11, 13. So obviously my answer is 15. Next. Simple. So 720 divided by 1 is 720. Again divided by 2 is 360. Divided by 3 will give me 120. Divided by 4 will give me 30. Divided by 5 will give me 6. So my missing number is 120. Next one. Again, easy one. Correct so far. So, exactly, man. These are bonus questions, right? With practice, they will be very easy to solve. Like plus 5, plus 7, plus 9, plus 11. So, obviously, plus 13. My answer is 48. These are the sitter questions. You should never miss these questions. Analytical reasoning is usually simple, right? Questions of series, coding, relations, directions, puzzles. These are easier. The verbal reasoning questions, assumptions, and all that may take some time, may take some thinking. But these are the questions which are generally easy to solve because there's a pakka method and you can be guaranteed that the answer is right. Next one. Correct. Right? Every alternate number is 3. So if I eliminate the alternates, 3, 6, 9. So obviously 12. Next one. So the logic here. No, Aksa, check it. How did you get that number, Aksa? Check your calculations. No, Pranav. No, Pranav is right. Pranav is right. Pranav is right. Khushi. Check your number. See, the logic is 2 times n plus 1. 2 2s are 4, plus 1 is 5. 5 2s are 10, plus 1 is 11. 11 2s are 22, plus 1 is 23. 46 plus 1 is 47. So 47, the double of 47 is 94. And plus 1 gives you 95. So the answer is 95. Alokika. Khushi. Understood? Okay. Next one. This should be simple. Yes, Khushi. Yeah. The previous one. Yeah, the difference is also 3, 6, 9 and so on. That's also right. Here it's pretty simple. Subtract 35, subtract 35, subtract 35, subtract 35. That's it. Easiest example. The numbers are big and complicated looking, but the logic is actually pretty simple. Next one. This, if you get it, guys, then मान जाऊंगा. This is one of the toughest ones. This is one of the toughest examples. If you crack this one, exam में obviously this may not come, right? It's very rare that a complex example like this will come. If it comes, don't waste your time. If you don't get it in, let's say, a minute, you should leave it. Right now, because we are doing the sums, we will try our best. But in the exam, if you don't get a logic within, let's say, 30 or 40 seconds, you should leave the question and move on to the next one. Here, of course, we will try it our best because we are doing sums. How did you get that, Rihani? Not the answer. Oh, Pranav, Nilay, excellent. You guys are good with numbers, that means. Both of you got it right. Very good, Param. It's a very typical example. Chances of this example coming in the exams are very low. Nope. Very typical example. So it's like this. 2 is 1 plus 1. 2 is 4 plus 8. 36 is 9 plus 27. 16 plus 64. 25 plus 125. So the next one is 36 plus 216. And 36 plus 216 gives you 252. Did you get the logic behind it? It's addition of squares and cubes. 1 square plus 1 cube, 2 square plus 2 cube, 3 square plus 3 cube, and so on. Yeah, very typical. Unless if you get it, you get it quickly. Else you won't. There is no method other than you have to be familiar with numbers. Right? Agar mila to mila, varna there is no technique by which you can solve it. You will have to do a lot of thinking in this example, no other thing. Right? Chalo. It's square plus cube ka logic. Chalo guys. Take this example. We'll just do a couple of more examples and then we'll end the session, right? Just a couple of more examples and then we'll end the session. Oh, great, Nilay. Very good. Nope. Others are not getting it. Nope, 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 nope. Again, a very, very typical example which you get. So the first one is 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. The second one is 1 plus 4 plus 9. The third is 1 plus 8 plus 27. The next one is 1 plus 4 plus 81. So logically it is 1 raised to n plus 2 raised to n plus 3 raised to n, where n is the position of the number. First position, second position, third position, fourth position. So this is nothing but 1 raised to 5, that is 1 plus 2 raised to 5, which is 32, and 3 raised to 5, 243. We add that up, we get our answer 276. Yeah, this is 16. Yeah, I made that correction. Right? Very typical example. Did you get it? Yes, Param. 3n minus 4, 3n minus 6, 3n minus 8. Even that is possible. Where what is n? What are you taking as n? Yeah, that's very much possible, Param. Chalo, let's take one last example. One last example, and then done for the day. This is simple, actually not that difficult. Yes, Param. So, Krushi, na, check karo, logic check karo. Man, you are right. Yes. So 5 and 16, the difference is 11. 16 and 49, the difference is 33. 49 and 104, the difference is 55. So 11, 33, 55. तो 77 के साथ जाऊंगा तो 104 प्लस 77 इज इक्वल टू 181. So my answer to this one is 181. Did everybody get it? Kunika, calculation एक बार check कर लो. Right? I hope everybody got these examples. So that's it. We saw both number and letter series today. As homework, you are going to do the example, the first couple of, these are the chapters 1 and 2 of the analytical reasoning book, right? So the first and second chapter, numbers and letter series. And in fact, most of the examples were also from the book. So you will find it easy to solve them. So your homework is to complete the exercises for number and letter series from the analytical reasoning book. If there are any doubts, you can hang around and ask, else we are done for the day. The session is done. If there are doubts, you can ask, else you may exit the session. Have a good day and stay safe.